Welcome to the Rustic Garden Homestead. I just wanted to do a quick potato harvest video. These are potatoes that I planted back in March, coming out of the ground. Great harvest, but I also wanted to stress that you can plant potatoes a couple of times in most zones. So I just did a video on growing potatoes in July. I will link that. But this is what came out of the rows in my second garden. Potatoes grow really easily. You don't really have to do a lot of prep. If you want to learn more about growing potatoes, just search my channel, Growing Potatoes, of course. And you'll find just about everything you need for containers and for in the ground. But this is what came out of these small rows. It's a ton of potatoes. You probably can squeeze them in anywhere next spring. I just wanted to show you how many potatoes can come out of a small space when planted in the ground. These are my pumpkin plants. The plan was to grow potatoes, some other crops, and then transition over to pumpkins. And I got pumpkins over there, and I was a little late to the harvest. However, I'm going to get in there and clear it out. So in that space, 18 inches wide, 45 centimeters, maybe, I don't know, not even 5 feet long, loaded with potatoes. And then the same thing back there where all those weeds are, going all the way down. And I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking. I'm just going to show you what's coming out of that space. And there's a little bit right in there. Real quick, you can see one potato mound right there going to right to the end there. Back behind there where all the pumpkins are, those were turnips. Complete row of the potatoes all the way down to here. And that's just so you can see, get an idea of the amount of space needed for this harvest. Just use a pitchfork, loosen up the mound, and you can see, lots of potatoes in there. First section loosened up, lots of large potatoes on the surface. Now I have to go through, sift down, the whole length of the row because they grow out the side. And they only go down maybe 6 inches, 8 inches deep, so you don't have to go down that far. But, all right, let's just see what's really there. A really nice harvest out of a small row. I mean, these are, I don't know, probably 40 pounds of potatoes, maybe more. About 18 inches wide, 45 centimeters, I don't know, maybe 8 feet long. The potatoes were planted back in March. Harvest them a little bit late. I could have probably dug these up about 2 weeks ago. Check out the video I linked in the video description because you can also plant potatoes in July. I'm here in Maryland Zone 7. The frost isn't going to really come and take out the green growth until later October, maybe even November. So I will get more potatoes. Maybe not as big as this, but I will get another round. And I do recommend, if you're going to do that, use containers. You can grow container potatoes in July. Mound 2 has been loosened up. Looks like there's some large potatoes in there. Here's the harvest of the second row. I mean, it's a lot of potatoes. Not a big footprint. Planted in March. Now, an important tip, it's hot today, 85 degrees, especially when it gets into the 90s. You don't want your potatoes sitting out here for a full day. They will actually cook and soften and go bad. So you've got to clean them up, put them in the shade, let them cure a little bit. Best place to cure them really is in the house, 70-degree temperatures, or maybe in your shed or something. But don't let these sit in the sun. You'll be really disappointed. You would have grown these for 90 days, 100 days, and then the sun's just gonna wreck them. The potatoes have been cleaned up. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, follow me. I'll be doing a harvesting video on growing the Ruth Stout method of potatoes, which is basically dropping the potato on the ground, right on the soil, putting 8 inches of straw on top, 20 centimeters, and just letting them grow. As soon as this greenery dies out a little bit more, I'm gonna just pick up the straw and harvest the potatoes. It's pretty impressive. Again, thanks so much for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. I sell tomato and pepper seeds for $1.75 a pack. All other seeds are only $1.50.